Hello, I'm Brian Santo, Director of the Macomb County Department of Roads. Thank you for attending today's meeting on the Innovate Mound project. This important project to rebuild Mound Road from M59 in Sterling Heights to I-696 in Warren is now more than 37% complete. Major construction on the north end of the project in Sterling Heights will conclude in mid-November. All driveways to businesses and residents are complete and will be open without any restrictions when traffic is switched to the two right lanes along northbound and southbound Mound Road from 15.5 Mile Road to M59. Also, the additional lane along northbound and southbound Mound Road from 17 Mile Road to M59 has been successfully constructed with minimal conflicts and no delays. This will provide additional traffic capacity within this stretch of Mound Road. Preliminary work is now underway on the south segment of the project in the city of Warren. This includes temporarily widening the roadway for 2023 construction and other work that will continue through the winter months. Major construction on the south segment from 15.5 Mile Road to I-696 will begin in March of 2023. To help complete the project, the county recently received $32 million from the state of Michigan and an additional $2.5 million in federal funding. The anticipated end date for all major construction is June 2024. We look forward to completing this project and delivering a user-friendly Mound Road that is safe for motorized vehicles, bikes, and pedestrians with state-of-the-art design and smart technology. Thank you again for attending today and for your patience while we innovate Mound.
Hello and welcome to the Innovate Mound 501 Community Open House. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the latest updates on the design-build plans for Mound Road. Please scan the QR code to visit the Innovate Mound website to view all displays from today's open house and learn more about the project. For additional questions or concerns, call our project phone number at 1-855-MOUND-FOR-YOU. That's 1-855-668-6348. Or email info@innovatemound.org. The Innovate Mound project is a design-to-build project with Macomb County as the owner and manager of the Mound Road corridor. Macomb County has hired HNTB as the project management team to support the county with design oversight, as well as construction, engineering, and inspection. The HNTB team is supported by local consulting firms, SSI, Somet Engineering, and HRC for various inspection material testing and survey tasks. The design-build team is led by Dan's Excavating, who is the prime contractor for the Innovate Mound project. AECOM is the lead design engineer working for Dan's Excavating. Ajax Paving Company is a major subcontractor and is performing the concrete paving for the new roadway. We also want to thank our project partners who have supported the Innovate Mound project from the initial project development stage through ongoing construction. Here you see an overall project timeline as we work through construction. In 2021, we completed the temporary widening from M59 to north of 15 Mile Road to then start construction in the early spring of 2022. During spring and summer 2022, we continued work with municipal utility repairs in Sterling Heights, including both sanitary sewer lining as well as water main and fire hydrant replacements and repairs. The main reconstruction of the north segment of the project from M59 to north of 15 Mile Road started in March 2022 and runs through November 2022. Traffic has been maintained in two inside lanes from the temporary widening installed in 2021. We recently switched traffic with two lanes maintained in each direction on the newly reconstructed outside lanes to begin construction of the inside lanes and median. The overall open to traffic date for 2022 construction is in late November 2022. During winter 2022 to 2023, we will have single lane closures to complete some municipal utilities work. In spring 2023, we will then start the full reconstruction of the south segment of the project from north of 15 Mile Road to I-696 until the end of November 2023. Landscaping work will be installed throughout the corridor, which will be discussed later in the presentation. This slide shows the permanent construction activities ongoing in the north segment of the project for 2022 work. Concrete paving, permanent traffic signal installation, storm sewer installation, water main installation, storm sewer and sanitary sewer repairs, and construction of median detention basins are taking place. This slide shows the temporary construction limits for 2022. Work began in mid-August and will run through early December 2022. In this segment, construction includes temporary widenings to maintain traffic for the reconstruction in 2023, temporary traffic signal installation, part-width storm sewer construction, and beginning some of the municipal utility repairs in the City of Warren, including both the water main and sanitary sewers. We are also working with the design builder to complete structure work on the south end of the project, including the construction of the Bear Creek Culvert and the McCoy Drain Culvert replacements. These culverts will be reconstructed in the winter months. This slide shows the permanent construction activities in the south segment of the project for 2023 work. Full reconstruction of the pavement includes a new open graded training course, under-drain system, new concrete pavement, installation of new signing, traffic signals and pavement markings, as well as storm sewer repairs, new storm sewer crossleads, and drainage structures. Work also includes major intersection reconstruction at 15 Mile Road, 14 Mile Road, Chicago Road, 13 Mile Road, and 12 Mile Road. This is the anticipated construction schedule for 2022 and 2023. Reconstructing both bounds of Mound Road, northbound and southbound, began in March 2022 and runs through November. That work will include intersection work during Stage 1 construction as well as Stage 2 construction. We'll also be completing the storm sewer, water main, and sanitary sewer repairs throughout 2022 in the northern segment of the project. Moving on to the south segment of the project, from I-696 to north of 15 Mile Road, temporary widening work began in August and will run through the end of November. Storm sewer, sanitary sewer, and water main repairs are ongoing in September and will run through the seasonal suspension. We'll have temporary lane closures daily to continue that work in a productive manner and get an early start on 2023 construction. Water main work will start in early October, and that work will continue through the winter of 2023, similar to how work progressed in 2022. Finally, cleanup and short-term lane closures will take place in November and December of 2023, and landscaping work will continue into 2024. One of the features that is an important part of this corridor improvement includes adding 9 detention basins that will be installed from M59 to I-696. Due to the increase in the impervious surface from the additional lanes from 17 Mile Road to M59, and to meet federal water quality requirements for storm water, 9 detention basins will be installed in the median. The detention basins help ensure runoff occurs at an acceptable rate. The basin will help increase water infiltration during rain events and ensure that stormwater quality discharging to the water of the state is maintained. The top picture is a rendering of what the public will see once vegetation is established around the detention basin. Michigan native plant species that are tolerant to both wet and dry conditions will be used to ensure the basins operate as expected and maintain the aesthetics of the corridor. The bottom picture shows the cross-section of the detention basins. There are also numerous private utility companies within the corridor, including DTE, Verizon, and Comcast, who have facilities both overhead and underground. Utility companies are taking this opportunity to upgrade their facilities. One of the major utilities in the corridor, DTE, will relocate transmission lines and poles to the east side of Mound Road to accommodate the installation of the multi-use path that will be constructed on the west side. Instead of wood poles, DTE is installing steel poles from 14 to 18 Mile Road. Communication companies will also be relocating to new poles that will be provided by DTE. Another major improvement from Consumers Energy is replacing the medium and high pressure gas line in the median from 11 to 14 Mile Road. Finally, street lighting will be upgraded to new energy-efficient LED lighting throughout the corridor in both the City of Warren and the City of Sterling Heights. Traffic signal and intelligent transportation system improvements will be made, including signal mast arms that will be installed at all signalized locations. The configuration will be box span, which allows for better alignment of the signal head. In the travel lane, the pavement marking stop bars will be further away from the signal to provide more visibility to drivers. The signal will also have adaptive traffic signal control that helps optimize traffic flow. Pedestrian signals are being installed at the intersection for crossings. Additionally, roadside units, RSUs, will enable connected and autonomous vehicle applications and prepare the infrastructure for the future. Traffic cameras will be installed to assist with real-time incident management, and sensors, along with associated technology, will be in place to monitor roadway weather conditions to proactively manage roadway maintenance activity. Pavement sensors will monitor stress and strain in the pavement due to loading, which will help the county plan for future maintenance activities. The signals will also have Wi-Fi detectors, as well as camera detection that will help improve traffic data and assist with traffic management. In conjunction with all the different technologies that are being installed, a data management system will be developed to process the information to optimize the operation of the corridor for years to come. On the left, you see the existing section of Mound Road from I-696 to 17 Mile Road. On the right-hand side is the proposed section. The configuration will stay similar with 4 lanes on each bound. There will be a continuous multi-use path on the west side of Mound Road that will mostly be 8 feet wide, although it varies in some areas due to right-of-way restrictions. On the east side, sidewalk gaps will be filled in at selected locations. The sidewalks will be 5 feet wide, and the median will stay the same width to accommodate vehicle turning, especially trucks. The pavement section throughout the corridor will be 11-inch concrete with an open grade drainage course. Under drains will be installed to ensure proper drainage from the pavement. Finally, the stormwork throughout the corridor will mainly be the replacement of cross-lead drainage structure, catch basin, and repairs of existing trunk-line sewer as needed. Analysis was completed to review the safety of the crossovers within the corridor. On the left, a few crossovers are slated to be relocated to improve safety based upon crash analysis. The right-hand side shows an example of a crossover change at Heathdale Avenue near I-696. At this location, the crossover will be shifted to the south, which will remove the weaving conflict from the neighborhood on the west side to go northbound to improve safety. Driveway access was also reviewed, and changes will be constructed as agreed upon. Some of the changes were to consolidate drives, remove drives that were not needed, or reconfigure to improve safer access. These changes will further improve safety in the corridor. Aesthetic improvements will be installed throughout the corridor, including planting perennials and ornamental grasses to enhance landscaping in the village of Warren and at intersections. Decorative lighting will also be installed at selected intersections. Crosswalks will be colored to provide contrast and improve visibility in the median, and evergreens and ornamental trees will also be planted in the median landscaping area. On the right, the map shows a location overview of the aesthetic features. The timeline at the bottom provides an overview of the procurement of the landscaping contractor. Once the road contractor has completed the segment, landscaping will begin. The anticipated timeline for Segment 1 work is spring and fall of 2023. Segment 2 landscaping will follow in spring and fall of 2024. The landscaping contract will also include 2 years of watering and cultivating to ensure that landscaping is established. On this slide, you will see a cross-section of northbound and southbound Mound Road that illustrates how live vehicular traffic will be configured and where the live work zone is from August 2022 through November 2022. The work zone will be in the 2 inside lanes closest to the median, where construction will focus on reconstructing and beautifying the median. Vehicle traffic will be in the outside 2 lanes to drive on the brand new permanent pavement that was constructed from March to August 2022. At this point, all driveways will be open in their permanent state, so there should be very little to no impact regarding access to residences and businesses. On the south end of the project, from I-696 to north of 15 Mile Road, traffic configurations are similar to what took place last year during the temporary widening work from north of 15 Mile Road to M59. To conduct similar temporary pavement widening, storm sewer, and water main upgrades and repairs. Traffic will be pushed to the outside lanes to ensure the contractor has enough space to conduct the required work within the median area. This work started in August and continues through November 2022 until the seasonal suspension. The winter configuration, shown at the bottom, depicts the normal Mound Road traffic configuration with the newly installed temporary pavement. The temporary pavement will not have any traffic on it during the winter, but it will be there. The Bear Creek Culvert will be constructed utilizing temporary crossovers. During Phase 1, the east side of the culvert will be constructed. 2 lanes of northbound and southbound Mound will be maintained on the southbound roadbed. 2 lanes of northbound traffic will be crossed on the southbound pavement. During Phase 2, the west side of the culvert will be constructed. 2 lanes of northbound and southbound Mound will be maintained on the northbound roadbed. 2 lanes of southbound traffic will be crossed on the northbound pavement. Access to businesses and side streets will be maintained during culvert construction. The McCoy Drain Culvert will be constructed utilizing temporary crossovers. During Phase 1, the west side of the culvert will be constructed. 2 lanes of northbound and southbound Mound will be maintained on the northbound roadbed. 2 lanes of southbound traffic will be crossed on the northbound pavement. During Phase 2, the east side of the culvert will be constructed. 2 lanes of northbound and southbound Mound will be maintained on the southbound roadbed. 2 lanes of northbound traffic will be crossed on the southbound pavement. Access to businesses and side streets will be maintained during culvert construction. If there are any questions or concerns, please contact our Project Ombudsman, John Bailey, who is available for you 24 hours, 7 days a week by phone. You can reach John by dialing 1-855-MOUND for you or 1-855-668-6348 or by emailing info@innovatemound.org. Thank you for viewing the Innovate Mound 501 presentation. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Innovate Mound for the latest construction updates. Please scan the QR code to visit the Innovate Mound 501 website page, where you will find all information from tonight's open house.